Hey there, my name is CD. I am truly honored to be talking to you. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen or to watch this video. Let's talk about stability. When I grew up, wanting to go to school, get qualification, and get work, get permanent work. And I'm using the word permanent in very inverted commas because for the longest time I thought there was really permanent. I got retrenched at that time. I think it was in 2007. I stayed home for about 6 months. There was a time where I didn't want my mother to come visit me at the flat because I didn't even have a washing powder. So, and I didn't have coffee. I didn't have like the very basic things. And her seeing me like that would mean her going to, get a loan so that she can help me at that time. And my mother was a domestic worker, so her getting a loan was just another financial strain. Anyway, enough about that. But I realized at that point that there's nothing called permanent, because permanent structures will be eroded so that they can transform into something else. At that time, I was very disgruntled because I thought I was retrenched because but looking at it now, but the most beautiful thing that has ever happened to my life and into my career, I stepped into an uncomfortable role where I had transitioned from just being an internal communications officer to now dealing with large communications in one of the big corporates in South Africa. Stepped into project management and then grew, became comfortable. I was able to stand in front of people, present, and so my career took shape. But even at that time, I was aware of the word permanent and realized that there's nothing called stability. Even when I moved on in my career, there were other instances where, contracts could be cancelled for whatever reason. And I learned very quickly to reinvent myself every time so that when there's a need to move or when there's a need to change, I don't sit on the corner. And I don't sit on the corner and be that annoying fly that is trapped in a spider web that goes, that annoying sound that everyone wants to squash because it's so annoying. I wanted to step out of that. So every time I reinvented myself so that I can live, so I can allow my personality to serve my soul, and hence where I am now in this space, and I'm able to talk to you and share this material. So I want to shake you out of the thing called stability. There's nothing called stability. Nothing ever dies. Nothing ever stops. Everything moves, If you were to take a magnifying glass and look at the soil, you'll realize that it is contained of molecule structures and they're not stagnant. They are not stable. They are moving. Everything in you, on you, even what looks like the space, what looks like the nothingness between me and the wall, between me and this camera, moves. So if the universe is designed like that, how is it that we human beings are looking for stability? Because nothing is ever stable. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying step out of the need to be stable and looking for stability. Constantly reinvent yourself. You've got multi-talents, you've got multiple gifts, and you have to use them all abundantly. And take responsibility of your life. I always say this, and I know that most of us are getting it. We have to respect ourselves enough to know that we deserve it. That is totally important. Once we know that we deserve it, we deserve good, we are not afraid to step into change and move and navigate our lives around change. So as you enjoy Mother's Day today, please know that there's nothing called stable. We have to remain relevant and we have to be purposeful. How we do that, we constantly reinvent ourselves. Enjoy your day. Whatever you do, stay purposeful and remain relevant. My name is Tshidi Warapila. You can get in touch with me on Tshidi at imperativejani.co.za. Cheers.